I went on a few open days, like to various schools, one of which was here, and I remember I just kind of fell in love with it, like all the facilities and this kind of huge school with this big library. It was quite overwhelming, but I had that kind of nervous excitement. And then I had a taster day where I joined Big Six for the day to kind of get to know who I would be in year 7 with. And I just fell in love with it even more. Like, everyone was so friendly and nice to me, and not just the other students, but all the teachers as well. And so I just thought, like, I mean, I think I would have enjoyed it wherever I went, but I kind of had my heart set on WGS, I would say. Yeah, exactly. And I just thought that, yeah, I don't think that I'd have a more rewarding experience anywhere else. So
Coming here.
Yeah.
I joined in Big Six, and sort of before I decided to come here, 2 of my cousins came here and my uncle did as well. So I kind of had this idea in my head of what it would be like, this sort of huge school where one building was as big as the whole school, sort of primary school. So I didn't really know it that well. And then when I joined in Big Six, it was sort of, I really appreciated Big Six because it was an opportunity to get to know the school while still being sort of in the sort of learning environment that I was at my old school. So it was a nice sort of step up, and then sort of moved on from there really. Sort of really felt at home as soon as I joined, and then especially in year 7. I know there were some people who joined in year 7 who sort of were still trying to learn their way around, but for me, having been in Big Six, it sort of really felt like home as soon as we started the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it really.
I mean, some of the Big Sixes when I came in year 7, I thought, like, am I going to get lost everywhere? But then because we had some Big Six students, they would kind of latch on to someone like a buddy and guide you around. So it was like someone your age but knew their way around, so it was a bit less daunting and intimidating, I'd say. So yeah, thanks for that.
Well, personally, I think sort of one of the strengths of sort of coming here is not only the academic sort of support that you get, but the extracurricular activities that are available. Until I sort of came here, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. At my old school, I wasn't very good at sport, but sort of the coaching staff here really encouraged me, and now I'm playing for the first 15 rugby team, which is sort of a bit of a jump. But sort of looking back, that's one of the best things about it really. It's something that I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Yeah, it was always a bit of a weakling, I suppose is the word to use, and actually I sort of flourished in that way.
That's right. No, I mean, I definitely get that. You get support kind of all round here, and like in year 7, I had no idea what I wanted to do, kind of at big school and afterwards as well. And then just in year 7, I had my like English teacher kind of take me out of class, and she said to me, "You've really got something here, and I want to do all that I can to help you grow that." And it was a bit of a shock to have an adult, a teacher, have that much belief in you, have that much faith in you, because I think if you do lack self-confidence, the fact that someone who you admire and respect has that much belief in you, it just drives you so much. And now I'm doing English at A level. I want to study it at uni, and that's because of the support network that we've had since day 1, even when we were just year 7 kids. It's just always been there. So.
Yeah, building on that, actually, one thing that sort of stands out to me is the staff really know you as an individual.
Yeah,
and sort of
definitely.
They grow with you, I suppose, is the way to say it. Sort of staff that you get to know in year 7, year 8, they're still giving you the same support in lower 6th and I'm sure upper 6th. And that sort of really helps you, because these are people that you know, people that you trust. And I think it really helps, like if you were going from a new set of teachers sort of each year, if you were trying to get to know new people, it would be tricky. But all of the staff sort of really know you as an individual. So they know what's best for you, they know how you learn. And that's quite important.
Yeah. Everyone always says that one of the best things about WGS is the relationships between student and teachers. It's such a huge aspect of why we're so proud of our community, and we do grow with the teachers. Like I've been taught by, you know, Mr. Hall since year 8, so that's like 5 years, and it's just always been kind of my education. It's not teaching a huge class of kids, it's designed for you, it's designed for the individual student, and I've benefited so much from that. It's just been, yeah, hugely rewarding in that sense.
For me, one of the sort of defining moments of my time here was when in year 7, so still as quite a young student at the school, the director of music at the time, Mr. Proverbs, asked me to sing in Jazbek on as a sort of solo singer, which at the time seems really daunting. And actually this sort of encouragement of, even as a younger student, you're encouraged to take part in these events, which is sort of really popular, really sort of made me more confident as a person, especially sort of performing in front of other people.
I went on the regular arts and culture trip to New York and DC, and I really loved it. It's one of my most memorable experiences at the school. I think mainly because I was one of the oldest students going, and there was just a small group of us older students, and so a lot of it was kind of looking after the younger students, and it had just been announced that I was head girl as well, and I was also announced as chief peer supporter, and a lot of the younger students were applying to be a part of peer support, and so I was there kind of almost as like the older sister, and I was looking after them, and they just kind of like looked up to me and had all these questions, and it just kind of installed a real sense of responsibility, and it made me realise kind of how much of a big deal head girl is, and how much kind of authority and influence I had on the younger students, and I just loved it so much. We got to go to incredible places like Times Square and Museum of Modern Art. But yeah, the most rewarding part of it was getting to know the younger students and also feel as if I could have a positive impact on them as well.
Yeah, I think the trips, the sort of multi-year trips, and sort of building for that, actually the sports teams and sort of senior sports teams, because there were 3 years all in a team together, it really sort of reinforces the bonds between years. I think it would be really easy as a school, and it's sort of in many other schools I think it's the case, that you stick with your year. You don't get to know people in the years above and below you. But I think especially here, it's a really key part of sort of how you get along at school. But it just feels really, especially in the sixth form, you know, it feels as comfortable speaking to someone in the year above as someone in your own year.
I think in year 11, when we did mix in the senior sports teams, at first I thought, oh, the sixth formers won't want to talk to me, like this year 11 kid. But actually, I'm still in contact with a few of the girls, and we got on so incredibly well, and we were just an incredible team together. We had such kind of support for each other, and that kind of gave me the confidence going into sixth form of mixing with the older year as well, and also with the younger students, having that in mind that, well, when I was younger, the older students talked to me. And so, you know, I'm happy to talk to young students now, and I think at the grammar school we have such good inter-year relationships.